I can't wait to watch it get bigger. Good.
That's awesome, Kim.
It's so exciting. So, but yeah. Okay. Sorry. Just had to tell you
That's
that.
all right. That's awesome.
Thank
Um,
you.
so this is Marie, and I'm just going to tell our story really quick. So I think I probably noticed Marie probably, I don't know, almost 2 years ago, and her post would just come through my news feed. I was like, who is this chick? Like, I know she's on the team, but I don't know anything about her. And if you guys haven't checked out her page, you need to. Like, she is awesome at writing her posts and her graphics, her pictures. So she caught my eye that way. But then I found out that she was a teacher and she was looking to pursue coaching, full time. And then we were both at Summit. We were both 1 star, so we got to walk across the stage together and we sat together. And now we're doing new leadership conference, and we both have a free room, but we decided to room up anyways. Like, that's what those events are about. It's about the trainings, but it's about getting together and getting to know people. And Kim knows it's just more fun to room up with girls, so we decided to do that. But other than that, it will only be our second time really hanging out together. And I'm going to brag about her for a minute. I have to pull it up. It's on my phone. Her stats. This girl's she's been working hard. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So she's in the top 50 of Canada for coaching. She's hit Success Club 5 for 35 months, Success Club 10 for 20 months, and she recently became a 2-star diamond coach. So I was like, all right, I got to get you on, and I want to hear your story. And she's going to specifically be talking about how she builds her tribe, how she gets new coaches to sign on, and all that good stuff. So I will leave it to you, Marie.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you for that. And I sent those stats to you, and I'm just thinking in my head now, I actually have hit Success Club 10, 34 out of 35 months. I missed it one freaking month.
Oh my God. Yeah, you told me 20. So you're...
Yeah, no, it's 20 in a row, but so I'm going for the...
Oh, I see.
But I missed it 1 month. Anyways, that's like my stubborn, I don't know what that is, stubborn competitive self.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to mute everybody. Also, hi, Kaylee. What's up? Nice sweater. Cutie. I'm going to mute everybody because I get super squirrely. Otherwise, oh no, I can't mute people. Colleen, can you mute everybody except for me?
Yeah, as I'm spinning my water.
No worries. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. I think everybody's muted. Okay, so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about my story, kind of where I come from in the whole scheme of things, how Beachbody came into my life. And then I'm going to share with you guys my top 5 action-taking tips, I guess, on how to build a tribe. Because I can honestly say one of the best things, one of my greatest accomplishments in the last couple of years is the team that we've built. And if you guys could just mute yourselves as you jump on, that'd be super sweet. All right, so my story started in January of 2015. I had just finished internship and I'd just gotten a job with Saskatoon Catholic on the sub list. And all throughout my education degree, I was like, I don't know if this is for me. I love teaching. I feel like that's my God-given talents. I think I'm really good at this. I'm the oldest of 6. I've always been a teacher in some capacity. I coached sports and all that kind of stuff. But I just felt so drained by it. I felt like there's got to be more to this. I don't know that this is fully what I want to do for the rest of my life. There's got to be something else that satisfies me, that fulfills me. And I finished my teaching degree, and I was probably at the lowest state for myself, I guess. I was dealing with some anxiety, panic attacks. I was dealing with some depression. I was dealing with the most intense IBS I'd ever experienced. I've had celiac disease now for 12 years and been allergic to dairy for 6. So I've got lots of dietary restrictions, and my gastrointestinal issues run rampant. And so when I found Shakeology, that was actually the thing that got me into coaching. I was like, this is the only thing that I've ever tried. And or the only thing that's ever worked that I've tried. And I've tried everything. I did acupuncture, medicinal teas, like suppositories even, you guys. I tried everything for years. I wouldn't have a bowel movement for 4 or 5 days in a row. So like Shakeology was actually the reason why I was just like, what is this company? It's so incredible. I can't believe this product is such high quality for so cheap, and it's changing my life one day at a time. So January 2015, I was post-internship, just got a job with teaching, and I was just feeling really shitty. Brandon and I went on vacation after internship to Dominican Republic. We ate and drank so much because I was just like emotionally eating and drinking, trying to like fill this void of not being fulfilled with my job. And I was just falling into this like weird funk in my life. And I just felt like this cannot be it. This sucks. I wake up and I'm sad all the time and just crying all the time. And so I saw a girlfriend of mine that I played Team Sask volleyball with years prior. I saw her post a picture of her flexing on Facebook. And it was like around Christmas time that I saw the picture. And she had a Santa hat on and she was just flexing in the mirror. Like it said nothing about coaching. It said nothing about join my group. It was just like happy, merry Fitness, everybody or something. And I was like, dang, she looks good. So I reached out to her because I'm not a stranger, right? I reached out to her and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Whatever it is, you look so happy, so healthy. Like we have very similar body types. So I know that you're doing something that's working that could work for me. What is it? And she was like, well, I'm actually a Beachbody coach. I've been doing it for about a year and a bit now, and I run these groups. Do you want to join? And so I had to do a bunch of research because of all my dietary restrictions. I had to look into Shakeology, make sure it was legit, blah, blah, blah. Didn't have any money. I was broke as a joke from being an internship and working 60-hour weeks. Colleen's laughing because she knows that it's true. And you're not allowed to work while you're in an internship. So I was like, had this student debt that was stressing me out too. And so I was like, you know what? I'll put it on my visa. It's $170 for the 21-day fix DVDs and a bag of Shakeology. That's all you got at the time. Like, I can't believe it's the same price now for this, all of it for a year. But anyways, when people complain about that, it drives me wild. And I put it on the visa and I did it. And like 3 days in, you guys, I was like, yep, I want to do this. I'm going to coach. I don't know what it's going to entail. I don't know where it's going to take me, but I just have a feeling I'm going to be really good at this. And so I started. And that was 3 years ago, February 4th, that I signed up. And in the last 3 years, it's like my whole life has changed. My whole life has changed. I just actually today, this is so cool that we're having the call today, just today got the official letter in the mail from the National Student Loan counselor or whatever saying, congratulations, you paid off your entire student debt in full. I paid off all my debt. I'm debt free. I no longer work in the classroom. I'm coaching full time, you guys. I can wear pajamas all day long if I want. It's amazing. Okay. I'm making more than I was as a teacher. Like that is just like mind blowing, right? And of course you have to put in the work to make it happen. But if I can do this, of course you can, so that's kind of where I came from. I was a teacher by education with a love for health and fitness and a lot of health problems. And I just decided that I wanted something different. I decided that I needed to do something different. And it was not easy. My first 2 years of coaching, I was teaching. My first year of coaching, I was teaching pretty much full time. I was waitressing 4 nights a week and I was teaching fitness 2 nights a week. I was a hella busy lady, like crazy. And then my second year, I was teaching and coaching volleyball and planning because I'd never taught that grade before and like all this stuff. So busy, right? Like everybody's busy. That's never an excuse. We all have the same 24 hours. So I just had to be resourceful. I had to use pockets in my day. I'd like post at lunchtime. I would quickly answer messages like on a recess break or something if I was subbing. I would get up half an hour early so I could read PD and like press play on my workout, get that done and answer messages. I would schedule my posts for my challenge groups on the weekends. Like I just made it happen. I just knew that if I taught for the rest of my life, I would be miserable. And I wasn't okay with that because life's so short, right? So I changed and I took action. So that's kind of my story, but I'm going to give you guys the goods now. I just wanted to let you know like where I'm kind of coming from. And I'm so excited to be speaking on your call, Colleen. Like, I just think you're such a sweetie. And when her and I got to walk across the stage this last year at Summit, it was like the best thing ever because you walk down and you're on the floor and you don't know anybody and your team's up in the stands and you're like, well, shit, now I'm alone. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm kind of like an introverted extrovert. So it was, anyways, and then I see Colleen and we're texting and I was like, where are you? Save me a spot. So that was really special that we got to go through that milestone together. All right, so now I'm going to share with you guys how I built my tribe in 5 easy steps because I'm a teacher and I like steps and I like lists. And I feel like you guys, if you are on Colleen's team, you're probably very similar because like attracts like. So I'm just going to rip through these You're going to want to have a pen and paper if you don't already, because we're actually going to do one little activity because, again, teacher life, right? So step number 1, be yourself. Everybody else is taken. There isn't another you on this planet. That's crazy, right? Like, you were literally the only you that there is in the whole universe. So you need to appreciate that shit and shine your light. You know, whenever I see people who hide their light, I'm like, who are you to hide yourself? Who are you to hide in the shadows because you think that somebody somewhere is going to think something judgmental about you that's probably actually about them anyways in the long run, right? Like, who are you to hide your light? There's that really beautiful, I think it's Marianne Williamson quote, and it's, we're not afraid of our darkness, we're actually afraid of our light. Our greatest fear is that we're too great, basically, right? And so don't hide yourself. You are the only you that there is. And so in order for you to live the best life you can, you need to step up into that and own that. You know, be yourself. Everybody else is already taken. One of the best ways for you to do this is to figure out who your ideal avatar is, because this is who you speak to, right? This is who you talk to in your posts. This is who you talk to. This is who you want in your challenge groups, your ideal person. And your ideal avatar, there's so many different activities out there, but it's basically who you were before you found Beachbody, right? So I want to do a little activity. I did this with my team once. So Kaylee, excuse me, you've already done this probably, but it's a really good one. I found it super beneficial. And sometimes it gets a little bit emotional, but if you guys have a pen and a paper, we're just going to take a couple minutes and do it. So does everybody have pen and paper? I just want to make sure. A couple people are grabbing. Nice. Okay, I want you guys to close your eyes. I'm not going to do anything weird, I promise. Just close your eyes. Trust the process. Okay, close your eyes. I want you to think back to where you were at when you were at your rock bottom. Whatever that felt like for you. Okay, let the feelings come up. Feel it, stay there. It's okay. We won't be here long. I want you to think about who you were, what you struggled with, what your fears were. What did you want so badly that it hurt at that point? Who was the you of rock bottom? Feel into that. Got it? All right, open your eyes and write down whatever comes to mind. Whatever comes to mind about your rock bottom self. What fears you felt, where you were at, what you felt, what you woke up feeling like. Whatever comes up for you, we'll just take a sec here really quick and just write that down. And don't monitor yourself, just let it go. It's called stream of consciousness writing. Just let whatever comes go. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, give it about 30 more seconds. All right, ready? Close your eyes again. I promise this is going to yield something fruitful for you. All right, close your eyes. Okay. I want you to think about who you are right now. I want you to think about what you've overcome, what you know now that you didn't know before, what fears you've conquered. How far have you come since the day that you hit your rock bottom? Feel that. I can see some of you smiling, and that's powerful. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes, and I want you to write down where you are right now. What feelings just came up for you when I said that? I love that everybody is smiling right now. That's amazing. Because you know that every single person on this call has overcome some shit in whatever capacity in their own lives. And that's a really big deal. Be proud of yourself. Write that down. So you guys, this is what I call going from island A, aka the struggle bus, to island B, aka the growth journey. And you are going to bridge that gap for every single person that you come into contact with. That is how you find your ideal avatar. That is how you speak on social media. That is how you find out what content to put up, how you find the right people for your team, how you find the right people for your challenge groups. You bridge the gap between struggle and where you are now, and you show people that it's possible. That's how you do it. Okay? And so your avatar is going to be totally different from mine. My avatar is like overworked, overstressed, selfless teacher / nurse. For some reason, I attract a lot of nurses. Okay. And my avatar might be different than somebody else's who's like corporate America, single parent who is working 2 part-time jobs or something, like it totally is different. I also have a different age category. I have different interests. I'm super into meditation and incense and yoga and tacos and red wine. Like those are my things, right? That's what I'm interested in. So my people generally, this is how weird this is, you guys. Like attracts like. Almost every single person on my team has a habit of running late. That is how weird it is. Like attracts like. It's so crazy. Almost everybody on my team has struggled with anxiety. Almost everybody on my team is the nicest human I know. Almost everybody on my team is always late. Those are too many things for it to be coincidence. Keely's laughing because she knows, she knows. Okay. So you've got to bridge that gap for people. This is the easiest way for you to do this because we use social media. So you have a platform already, right? So that goes with be yourself. Everybody else is taken. All right. Number 2. You guys ready for that? Number 2 is show up every single day, even if you're the only one. And you might be sitting there going, how does this apply to building a tribe? I promise that this is important. And I'm going to be careful that I don't swear because there's little ones on the screen. Hi, little buddy. Okay. Do you guys show up for your business every single day? Do you push play, drink Shaco, read PD, post on social media every single day? Do you host a monthly group no matter what, even if it's only your mom in there? Or do you only show up when you feel like it? Because if you only show up when you feel like it, you have a hobby, not a business. And if you want to build a tribe, you have to show them that you're going to be there no matter what. If you take away nothing else from this call that I'm on right now, just remember that consistency is everything. I am like a self-proclaimed consistency warrior. I wish I could hashtag that without sounding like a total nerd. Okay. But if you guys know about the compound effect, I think everybody probably has read. Yeah. So, okay, that's good because you know that it's not about the grand gestures that you do every once in a while, right? That lead to success. It's about the small, minute, seemingly meaningless behaviors that you do daily over time that leads to success, right? It's like you push play on your workouts every day, even if it's only half an hour, even if you modify the heck out of it, right? It's like reading PD every day. Even if you're only reading 5 pages every single day, you're still getting that uplifting literature into your brain. If you're drinking enough water, if you're posting value on social media, even if it's only 1 post a day, right? Reaching out to new people every day to form relationships, being present in your own relationships, putting away money in savings, like these things all add up. The compound effect is effective in every single area of your life. Okay. So just, you have to be consistent. I remember way back when I was a baby coach and I decided I wanted to host team calls. And I knew that in order to grow myself as a leader, I needed to step outside of my comfort zone and needed to lead by example. So I started hosting these calls. And when your team is literally all discount coaches, nobody shows up. And so it was a lot of me talking to me for a while. And it was a little bit disheartening when I would be like, team call, I'm so excited. I'd like make this graphic on PicMonkey that took me so long because I didn't know what Canva was at the time. And I was like, sweet, it's gonna be a team call. And nobody would show up. And I would still do it. And I would still record it. And I would still put it on YouTube. And I would still put it in the team page because I knew like I'm gonna keep showing up because when I show up, no matter what, essentially what I'm saying is, yo universe, I am so ready for some freaking abundance in my life. I am so ready for the right people to show up in my life. Please bring them to me. I will be here no matter what, right? Showing up no matter what, every single day in all areas of your life, you guys, this is how you do epic shit. This is how, right? The people who are too scared to reach out to you and join you, they're watching you. Even if they don't comment, even if they don't like your stuff, even if they're not returning your messages and you think like, oh, Debbie ghosted me, right? Debbie's probably just scared out of her pants because she doesn't know what you have to offer and she doesn't believe that she can do it. She thinks she might fail at it. Right? So show up every single day, no matter what, you guys, and then people will start to trust you. You have to build trust. And that's why I say post on social media consistently, because that's how you build trust with your audience. That's how you build trust with your potential clients and coaches. I have so many people now, 3 years into the business, coming to me saying, hey, I've been watching your stuff for quite some time now. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, 3 years, 3 freaking years. Okay. And they go, I've been watching your stuff for quite some time now. And I think I'd like to coach. And I have 2 cousins that also want to do that too. Like, that's the kind of stuff that happens when you stay consistent with your posting and your message and showing up. Okay. All right. Number 3. I'm sorry, Colleen. I should have warned you that I sometimes swear when I get fired up. Okay. It's all right. Okay. Because number 3 has a swear in it. Offer this shit to everybody. That's number 3. Okay. I do not mean that sarcastically. I mean, offer this shit to everybody. We have such a gift, you guys. And the fact that more people aren't doing what we are doing is actually mind blowing to me. Okay. Picture this. You wake up in your pajamas, you drink coffee and read an awesome book. You post on Instagram a quote from said awesome book. Somebody messages you about said quote from said awesome book, and they ask to join your tribe. You help them get started on their fitness journey by clicking 3 buttons on your phone, drinking coffee, in your pajamas, on your couch. That is what we do as coaches. I wear my pajamas most days. I'll be honest with you. I should probably dress a little more professionally, but I don't. I don't like it. I wear pajamas all the time. Kaylee knows. She comes over and I'm just in a onesie because that's onesie life. And I get paid from my phone, so I don't need to wear nice clothes, right, at home. So offer this to everybody. You know, you can never prejudge. You can never, I'm curious here. Can you raise your hand if you were like a discount coach to start off with? I'm so curious. Or like a hobby coach? Yeah. Kaylee's raising her hand. Colleen a little bit. Yeah. Ish. Yeah. Isn't that crazy though? You literally don't know who is going to run with this business. We have no idea. I have coaches who are discount coaches for like a year, maybe more. And then they are like, you know what? I think I'd actually like to coach now because I welcome every single person the exact same to my team page. I offer the training to every single person, no matter what. I involve them no matter what. We have like a spring barbecue and a Christmas party. And I'm like, yo, everybody's welcome. It doesn't have to be a business builder. There's no requirements. You're on the team. You're part of the tribe. Because building a sense of community like that is the hugest thing. You know, people will come and people will go and people will fall in love with the programs and the products. And then there's going to be some times when they're in different seasons and they're not as excited about it. But if you establish a sense of community and a sense of tribe within your people, that shit is priceless. And nobody leaves that, right? Nobody wants to, because we're tribal people. Like, seriously, at our core, we are tribal. We want to feel part of a community. We want to feel loved. Okay. I already talked to you guys about how I retired from the classroom, right? Which still I say that and I'm just like, I'm a retired teacher. That's so cool. I'm 20, almost 27 years old and I'm a retired teacher. And most teachers hate me for saying that because they feel like they can't get out of the hamster wheel, right? Even though I'm like posting every day, like, yo, you could do. Inbox is open. Okay. But do you guys not think that there are other burnt out, anxiety ridden teachers who want to quit, but are so scared that I could help? Of course there are. So I offer this shiz to every single human that wants to listen, because I feel that it is actually my moral obligation to do so, you know? And, I still get objections all the time. I still get ghosted on all the time. I still get no's. I still get not right no's all the time. In fact, I probably get more than most people listening to this call because I seriously talk to a ton of people because I know that it's a numbers game. That's all it is. You know, I remember listening to a Lindsay Stay call one time and she talked about finding 5 gold bricks. And essentially what she was referring to is like your 5 gold bricks are like your 5 business building epic coaches. You really only need 5 epic people to run with it to make an insane 6-figure business with Beachbody. 5. I have 5 siblings. Only 5. So if I talk to hundreds of people, it's just a numbers game. I just need to find 5 awesome humans who are just like me that want to run with this and make it a big thing, right? So don't ever get discouraged if people are saying no or they're ghosting or whatever. It's just a numbers game. You just have to keep digging for your gold bricks. They are out there. Just keep going. Keep digging. Okay. And if you get objections from people wanting to join your challenge group, wanting to join your team, I always use this example because I think it's so, I think it's such a good one. And I was in the service industry for a long time. I waitressed and bartended and I did all this stuff for like 10 years. After dinner, when I go to offer a table coffee and dessert, I'm not personally offended if they say no to me, right? I just go to the next table and say, hi, would you like some coffee? No. Okay, next table. Hi, would you like some coffee? Actually, yes, I would. Do you want cream and sugar? Perfect. Sweet. I don't take any of that offensively at all, right? I don't get defensive. I'm not like, oh, you don't want my coffee? But it's so good, right? It doesn't matter how freaking good the coffee is. If somebody doesn't want it, you just have to explain to them maybe, change their perspective maybe, or move on to the next person. And I always use this quote, you guys. It has seriously been such a a game changer for me. I learned it a couple of years ago. I don't remember which coach said it first on a team call somewhere, but it's some will, some won't. So what? Who's next? And it like kind of sounds ruthless, but it's so true. Some people will, some people won't. So what? Who's next? You know, and the people that you talk to that don't want in on it right away, they will come around. I promise you they will. There's been like 6 people in the entirety of my coaching career that have not come around. And those are pretty good odds because I talk to a lot of people. Okay. All right. This leads me to my next point because I wanted to talk about how you need to share this with everybody because we have such a gift to offer people, you know, and if you ever feel like you're like harassing people or you ever feel, well, first don't harass people, obviously, like 3 messages without response max probably, and then move on. But if you ever feel like you're being annoying or anything, just stop and just switch your thinking. Like if you deserve this, if you deserve to have this community of epic women and men, and you deserve to have access to these programs and to Shakeology and to PD and to the community and the company, don't you think that other people deserve to have that too? Like I feel personally, if I let my ego get in the way and I don't pay this forward, I'm actually being selfish by not paying this opportunity forward to other people. I am not teaching in the classroom anymore, nor am I dealing with daily panic attacks because of this opportunity. Brandon and my relationship, I'm just pointing to where he is in the house, it's never been better because we both read PD now. We both do the workouts now. He's actually going to start coaching now, which is like crazy, right? But that never would have happened had I not said yes to a challenge group and then showed up consistently every day. All right. Okay, I'm on point number 4. I'm going to rip through the last 2 because I don't know how much time I have. Probably a little bit. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, number 4. Competence breeds confidence. This is a biggie. Competence breeds confidence. Do you guys remember a time in school when you totally forgot to do your homework and you had to bullshit an assignment? And then your teacher asks you, would you mind reading to the class? And you're like, this is so awkward. Sure, why not? Right? And then you go all red and you're super embarrassed. You basically melt into your seat. You have no idea what you're talking about. And everybody knows that you don't know what you're talking about, including the teacher. And it's just an awful experience for everybody. Do you guys know about that? Yeah. Okay. So you want to know how to not do that as a coach? You have to learn how to be the best coach you can be. Right? It's like you didn't wake up and know how to walk. You didn't wake up and know how to drive a car. You didn't wake up and know how to fix some kind of equipment at a plant as a technician. Like you need to learn. You need to learn these things. Oh, perfect. Okay, I've got 10 minutes. All right. This is how we are the best coaches possible, and this is how we become the most confident coaches possible. We practice. That's it. It's like yoga. It's like golf. It's like clean eating. It's like self-love. It's a practice, you guys. Just look at it as a practice. It's not supposed to be perfect. You know, it's never going to be perfect. It's just a practice. Okay. The more that you practice something, the better that you get at it. So it applies to everything. So why would you ever expect yourself to be a top 10 coach right out of the gate if you've never even posted on Instagram before, if you have no idea what a Facebook Live is, if you have no idea what hashtags are, you don't know how to run a challenge group, you don't know how to schedule posts, why would you expect yourself to know how to do those things? You have to learn. You got to learn what a W8 bend form as a Canadian coach. You have to learn how to transfer coaches to you when they want to, like you have to learn these things step by step. I'm still learning things every single day, and I've been doing this every single day for 3 years. Okay. But that's such a beautiful thing because you get to grow. This opportunity allows us to constantly grow, constantly learn, and it keeps everything spicy. It's exciting. Okay. All right. Where am I? Oh yeah. I just wanted to say really quick too, like our big team has some of the best training in the whole network, you guys, and it is so underused. And do you want to know why? It's because when you hand somebody something that you've done that they didn't have to work for, they're not going to do it. And I have redone my team training so many times that it's actually almost painful. And I'm not going to redo it anymore because what I have is the basics for any coach. And even when I started coaching, you guys, I learned how to coach from YouTube. I just watched other coaches and went to YouTube and I was like, well, that sucks. I just got 2 bags of Shakeology in the mail. Didn't know what HD was. Well, shoot. You know, you learn things. You just learn. It's nobody's fault but your own. It's just take responsibility for your stuff, right? So go out and learn anything that you don't feel confident in, because the more competent you become on the subject matter, the more confident you will be. I could school, anybody that tries to give me an objection now because I'm like, oh, I've heard it before. How about this? And they're like, oh, never heard it that way. I'm like, yeah, it's because I've been doing this every day for the last couple of years. You know, you have to become competent in something so that you can feel confident in it, so that people can see you as a confident person, and then they will want to join you, right? If you want to attract a super dope tribe of confident, badass business builders, you've got to get confident too. And the best way to do this is to become competent in the subject matter, which is being an awesome coach, right? It's not hard. It's just being open to being vulnerable, sharing your stuff on social media, hosting a group each month, right? So use the team training, you guys, use YouTube, use the back office, just commit to learning something new every single day. And instead of going to ask your coach, hey, I have a question, go to the FAQ. Everything is in there. It's actually incredible. It's like Narnia in there. It's like, here's your answer. Did you also want to know about these 6 things? And you're like, oh, okay, I kind of want to know about that. And then by the end of the day, you're like, where did I just go? Like YouTube and Coach FAQ are my 2 Narnias. Like, it's crazy. Okay. Google, also YouTube, like those things are just, there's an overabundance of training. At this point, it's not a lack of information, right? It's actually super easy to become overwhelmed because there is so much information. Just start with your basics. Learn how to post on social media, learn how to run a challenge group, learn how to invite, learn how to sign people up, you know, keep your shit organized. And that's pretty much how to be a coach. You just do those things all the time. And then that's pretty much how to win at coaching. Okay, my last point. I promise I'll be quick. I know there's only 6 minutes left. Number 5, develop your storytelling muscles. Develop your storytelling muscles. Who knew that was a muscle, right? All right, this is going to sound backwards, but the less you can say to people, the better. Does anybody on this call word vomit all over people? I used to be so guilty of this. I straight up would like send novels. Colleen, you saying that you enjoy my writing on my page, I actually used to send novels to people and they'd be like, whoa, no, like I do not want part of that, whatever it is. You were freaking me out. And I'm like, it's so great. And then this, and a challenge pack, and you can save this, and then we get, and I would just like straight up word vomit on everybody. And it was terrible. And a lot of people ran away. And then they came back like 2 years later, but still, they ran away. Okay. It scares people. Don't do it. If you want to build an awesome tribe, you've got to breathe, speak less, and listen more. That's seriously it. It's that simple. Okay. It is super beneficial, you guys, to sit down, figure out who you are, what you've gone through, and what you can help people with. And the activity that we did at the beginning of this call is going to help you with that, right? Now you know where you've gone, Island A, or where you've been to where you've gone, Island A to Island B, right? You might be a single mom with a full-time job. You might be a full-time student with 2 part-time jobs. You might be a plumber who is struggling with anxiety and has a llama. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever your story is, right? Use it to your advantage. It is yours to tell. It's yours to share. And I am such a firm believer in sharing honestly and vulnerably, you guys. In this age of social media, everything is edited and curated, and news feeds are just the highlight reels, you know, like I've heard Instagram be called life porn. And I think it's so important to show up as real and unapologetically yourself as possible. And that means posting sometimes the things that make you super squeamish and uncomfortable. But when you share your vulnerable story, you empower other people to do the same. And when you share that kind of stuff, it actually is strength. It's kind of backwards, but you being vulnerable is your strength. You know, and it just gives people permission to also do the same. And it gives people permission to reach out to you too. And they'll be like, I didn't know you dealt with that. Thank you so much for sharing about that. Thank you so much for sharing about your anxiety and your IBS. Thanks for talking about poop on Facebook. I didn't think anybody else would do that, Marie. Sweet. Okay. I love that I just got to say poop on your team call. So fun. Okay. Anyways, storytelling is the best way to show up on social media in 2018. I promise. So flex your storytelling muscles, share yourself with the world. Your tribe is out there and they need to see you do it first before they can believe in themselves enough to do it too. And those are my top 5 points. And I got 3 minutes left to answer questions. Boom. Not bad. I hope I didn't speak too fast.
No, that was freaking amazing, Marie. And after 2 years of myself doing PD, I feel like you summed it all up with like all the books, all the quotes.
Perfect.
And it's true. This is what you have to do to be a successful coach. Like, I love your 5 steps. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we have. Oh, go ahead.
We have 3 minutes. What is just a quick way that you, so 2 things. Do you message just random like people in an invite to coaching, or do you always start with a challenge challenger before coach? And two, either way, what's like your simple way that you ask someone to like be a coach?
Hey girl, you'd be really good at what I do. You want to coach? But for real though, I keep it super simple. I used to word vomit all over people. I'm not joking when I say that. So now I keep it as simple as humanly possible. I love flowery language and I love getting all like, this will change your life and your soul will be fulfilled. And I need to like stop myself from doing that sometimes. So I like, if I see somebody who would be super awesome at what we do, I'll say it, for example, on Instagram. Are you mostly on Instagram or Facebook?
Both.
Okay, so I'll use Instagram because it's kind of hard. I find on Instagram is a little harder than Facebook because it's new, right? We're not actually as sure. So on Instagram, when I meet somebody who I'm like, ooh, you would be good at what I do, I don't always message them and say, hey, you'd be really good at what I do. Oftentimes what I'll do is I'll put them on a list of like a dream coaches list and I'll just stay in contact with them. I'll comment on their stuff. I'll send them a message. I'll start a relationship. And then I have them on a list. And like a couple months later, oftentimes they'll be seeing my stuff, right? And if they're watching my stories, if they're commenting on my posts, then I will invite them. And then that's a natural transition instead of being like, you'd be super good at what I do. Join my network marketing company. People get super freaked out about that. So yeah, I usually start a relationship first, keep them on a list. I'm super organized, so I try to keep everybody like in their pod, and then yeah, I just invite. And if somebody's super like would be super awesome coach and they're talking to me already, I just weave it into conversation as often as possible. Weave it into conversation.
Thanks. It's gonna hang up on us, but thank you. That was so awesome. Thanks, Marie. Thanks.
Sure, I'm glad. I'm really happy that it helped.
Yeah.
Always helpful.
Any other like 10-second question?
If you guys have questions, just feel free to like calling. You can send them to me. And would you mind sending me this recording? Actually, I'd love to share it with my team.
Totally. Yep. I'll send it to you right after this. And I will, because 2 weeks ago I didn't post the other recording of that.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening to me ramble, you guys.
No, that was amazing. Thank you for taking the time, Marie.
Of course.
Well, that was awesome. Did you take a picture, Krista?
I'm working on it.
Better hurry.
You guys want to do a face? I can do a screenshot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I did it wrong. Hang on. I hit the wrong one.
Hurry.
All right, 1, 2, 3. I think I got it.
I hope it's going to hang up on us. It's like the longest 1 minute ever, I feel like.
I feel like a bomb is going to go off.
Right? But it said 3 minutes, and then it was like 1. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, like don't, and message the people that like your stuff. Did you guys